I wander free. I let it be. The world's my home.
Broadcasting live from beautiful and sunny Puerto Vallarta. I'm Barbara Lapointe, and each week I have the privilege of interviewing authors from the Wanderlust Chronicles series. This book features women who are empowered and seeking transformation. They have a passion for travel, and they always have such an interesting story. They're real women. These are real stories. Women like me, women like you, and women like our next guest, Arlene Laskey. Laskey, did I say that correct, Arlene?
Lasky, yes.
Laskey. Well, welcome to the show. I'm so excited to find out
Thank
about
you.
your chapter.
hmm I'm excited to share. And I'm in not so sunny Edmonton, Canada.
Always meet the nicest people from Canada in Mexico, even if it's
Yeah.
a virtual meeting. Yes. Well, you've published other stories, so you are an accomplished writer, and I admire that very, very much. Your story in your chapter that you co-authored in this book is called El Camino.
Yes.
And why don't we start by me asking you, the Camino is often thought of as a physical journey. For you, Arlene, what did this Camino represent before you even took the very first step?
Okay. Well, I was introduced to the Camino by a friend, and then my daughter and I watched the movie The Way with Martin Sheen and Emilio Estevez, and we were kind of hooked. And I felt compelled to go to on the Camino. The Camino de Santiago is a pilgrimage route in Spain, and it is a physical challenge, as you said. It's also an inner journey. So it's kind of a bit of everything. And you meet different people, you experience the local culture as you walk slowly across a whole country. It's quite amazing.
I'd like to go a little bit deeper into that because if you were someone that had actually never heard of or never walked the Camino or never seen this movie, and that would be me, describe to us the energy of it or what exactly specifically called you to make this journey, this physical journey. And later, I hear you saying that it turned into an inner transformation as well, and we'll get to that.
Mhm. Okay. The Camino de Santiago in Spain is a pilgrimage route to the city of Santiago de Compostela. And it is said that the remains of St. James, the Apostle of Christ, are housed beneath the cathedral in that city. So it is said that he was preaching the gospel in Spain after Christ was crucified. And eventually his remains made it back to Spain and it became a pilgrimage route. It's one of the three major pilgrimage routes along with Rome and Jerusalem. And it has been a pilgrimage route since about the 9th century. And it's kind of come and gone with popularity, but since about the early 2000s, it's increased in popularity again. And there's this, or last year, 2025, over 500,000 people walked various routes towards Santiago de Compostela. And when they arrive in that city, they can get a certificate called a Compostela. And so they do statistics on that, how many people actually arrived. So it's a very popular route. And along the way, you meet people, you eat the local food, you stay in pilgrim hostels called albergues. And it's a different experience from anything else I've ever done.
That sounds so fascinating.
It is.
I mean, this is why I love this book because
Yeah.
I'd never heard of the Camino until until you. So I would love to do that.
Oh, yeah.
And in you're talking, you're walking the Camino and it's a journey, and you're meeting people and you're eating the food and stuff, but yet in your chapter, you talk about solitude and
Hmm.
you write about that quite beautifully. So maybe
Yeah,
to,
it's a balance.
uh-huh.
Yeah. The first time I walked, I've done it 3 times now. I'm a little bit hooked.
You've done it
uh,
3 times?
so far.
I didn't realize that. Wow.
Yeah. The first time I actually walked with my daughter and some friends, but with my daughter, we walked 800 kilometers together. And then the second time when I went, I was more craving the solitude. So I wanted to walk by myself. So I traveled by myself. I walked by myself much of the time. But I did meet other people as well and had great conversations. But I got that solitude, that alone time that I was craving at the time.
That's amazing.
Hmm.
Um, what was the gift in that, uh, having that solitude?
I think it allowed me time to do something for myself. I'm
Mm.
a nurse, and this was during COVID. And this second pilgrimage was in 2022. So it had been a really busy time in my life through work and other things as well. But I wanted something just for me, and walking the Camino by myself was that.
And was silence part of the journey?
Yeah, it was just to be able to listen to my own thoughts and not have other draws on my attention. So it was really great.
So you weren't like doing this on social media when you were
No.
traveling.
I did post on social media, but I did not. I didn't spend much time on my phone. No, just walking in nature, experiencing the vistas, the villages, everything.
Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. From a practical point of view, Arlene, how long does it take for you to walk like the whole thing?
Well, the thing about saying the whole thing is you can walk the distance that is right for you. The first time I walked about 800 kilometers, and that was from a town in the edge of France, across the Pyrenees into Spain and across the country. And the second time I walked about 300 kilometers from Porto in Portugal up to Santiago de Compostela. There's many places you can start, plus there's many routes, because in the Middle Ages, people just walked out their door from their home and walked to Santiago. So it's like all these routes converge in the city of Santiago de Compostela.
That's just beautiful.
Yeah. So the first time, like I said, 800 kilometers, it took us about 36 days.
36 days.
Yeah.
And did that bring you out of your comfort zone? Like, because it's,
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure. Oh, yes. The first time I went, I didn't speak very much Spanish, and I still don't speak Spanish great, but I can at least I can have not exactly a conversation, but I can get my needs met. And the first time, that was a little beyond me. So luckily on the Camino Frances, which is the most popular route, there are a lot of English speakers too. So that's good. But even the fact of walking, we carried everything on our back. Um, it is definitely outside the comfort zone.
gosh, I acknowledge you. I think that's a really incredible accomplishment.
Oh, thank you. It feels really satisfying to know that you have everything you need in your backpack. You can go walk on days on end and be fine.
Wow. Um, all right. So, what's this journey? Because you mentioned from the beginning of our chat today, and thanks again for being here, that it was an outer journey and an inner journey.
Mhm.
So what were some things that started to come out in your
Uh,
world?
I think the first time I walked, I don't think it was so much a conscious inner journey, but when I came home, because they say the journey or the transformation continues after the walk has ended. So that's interesting because you keep thinking about things, and I don't know, but after I returned home, I then began a study of a book called The Master Key System with another group of people. And the whole event is called the Master Key Experience. It's a 6-month course. And I think walking the Camino made me more open to taking that. And because I learned a lot about the power of thought and being able to be I guess, the architect of my own life through the course and through the walk, that's when I started to formulate a story that became the novel that I wrote. So over time, all of those things happened, but it wasn't definitely overnight. And it wasn't actually during the walk either.
Okay, yes, it's a process to evolve.
Yeah, that's right.
That sounds also like a very interesting course that you took.
Hmm.
Well, you've written some other books, and I'd love for you to tell us about that and maybe tell us a little bit about why writing is an important process to you in as you evolve in your life and evolve in your empowerment as a human here on the planet. Why writing?
I think I've kind of always liked to write. It was never a big part of my life, but I wrote a couple of articles in the Running Room magazine.
Great.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yes.
And
Baby steps, baby steps.
yeah, baby steps. And when I joined the Master Key Experience, part of that course is doing a blog. So I was writing blogs weekly. And then I think it just evolved. And when maybe I had always really wanted to write a book, but I didn't know what to write about. So when I was studying both the Camino and the Master Key, then I came up with a way to put them together in the book Quest for the Enlightened Pilgrim. And it's about young woman who walks the Camino and studies the Master Key system and has a personal transformation. So it's part my experience, part fiction, part Master Key. It's unlike anything I've read, but some people would like it and some won't.
That sounds wonderful. I mean, I'd like to read it. Can you purchase it on Amazon?
Yes, yeah, you can purchase it on Amazon and or directly through me, but otherwise Amazon and it's available paperback and ebook.
Great. Well, I'll be sure to put
Mhm.
those links to this book and her
Mhm.
chapter, but also to her other book in the show notes. And I'm curious, what was important to you about being a co-author in this women's compilation book?
Well, I will say that Rusty Lehey and Tina Clipston provided a lot of support with my book and my journal. And when they invited me to write a chapter for the Wanderlust Chronicles, I couldn't say no. I thought this is a great opportunity. Everything was finishing around the same time, and it just made sense to, instead of have one book, have three. Why not?
Exactly. That's amazing. That's really wonderful. And what have you gotten out of it now that you've done it? What have you personally got from participating in this project? As
Oh, I think it's been, unfortunately, I couldn't attend the book launch in Puerto Vallarta, which would
you
have been
always do
lovely.
amazing book launch.
Yeah. But even just knowing that I'm part of this wonderful group of women who have each written a chapter and have their own stories to tell, it's been quite, I don't know, it's been amazing.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. And that's why we're here to support and connect with the other women. What would you like someone to know about either your chapter or your journey or just about being a woman? I just want to open it up to you to say anything that has been left unsaid in this.
Sure. I have found that what I want to do is to inspire other people to step or and expand their comfort zone, kind of step into the unknown, do something different, whether it's walking a Camino or writing a book or doing something different with their life and really finding what's important to them and taking that on. So if you have a dream, go for it.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. Well, I hope that people watching will reach out and drop some comments and you and I can respond to them. Anyone has some specific questions about the journey of the Camino or you'd like to order some of Arlene's books, I highly encourage you to do that. Yeah, just say hi to us in the comments. Don't forget. We invite you to subscribe, like, share, of course. Arlene, you're coming to us from Edmonton, Alberta, and how's the weather there?
It's not too bad today, but we have had a big cold spell throughout December. January is actually starting to look warmer, which is
Oh,
unusual for Alberta.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But so if people can't make it to Edmonton to see you, what's your best social media handle? Do you have a website or Facebook?
Yeah, my website is probably the best. It's www.arlene-laskey.com. So ARLENE-LASKEY.com.
Excellent. Well, virtual time always goes so fast, but it was really nice to be with you today and to learn more about your chapter. And thank you so much for being part of this book and sharing your story with the world. It's been so fun.
Oh, thank you so much, Barbara. It's been a pleasure.
Bye-bye. That's all
Bye
for
bye.
today.
Golden light on my skin, it glows. Ocean whispers where the wild